San Francisco has always been a haven for the lost. It is a city built by thousands of people who came and could become entirely themselves. A place where you could inhale freedom and exhale the weight of judgment. It was the early 1980s, and no one in that crowd knew what was coming. It started quietly, a rumor, a rare illness with no name. Then it wasn't quiet anymore. By the early 1980s, San Francisco was losing its sons faster than it could bury them. Hospital wards filled, families turned away. A generation of gay men, artists, nurses, bartenders, brothers, watched each other disappear, with almost no one in power willing to say the word out loud. This is the story of what the community did instead.
Early on, many of us were going to 2 funerals a day, but out of darkness and despair, our community forged healing and hope.
In 1987, a freshman congresswoman walked onto the floor of the House with a message almost no one else there wanted to hear. A message that took the pain of the people seriously.
Hello, I'm Congresswoman Nancy Pelosi. The most urgent health issue facing our community is AIDS. Last March, I introduced a bill which would assist in financing AIDS patient care. Included in the bill were early intervention projects for people infected with the AIDS virus and mental health projects for people affected by AIDS and ARC.
Nancy Pelosi didn't run for Congress promising to become Speaker. She ran promising to fight for a city that was dying.
I have served for many years as an officer and leader of the Democratic Party and as chairperson of the California Democratic Party. For over 25 years, I've worked on issues trying to turn good ideas that people at the grassroots level have into legislation, into better policy.
And largely being ignored. She kept that promise for 40 years, bill after bill, budget after budget. No matter what, she stood for what was right. And by standing up, she inspired others to stand up too.
I had the opportunity to intern for Speaker Emerita Pelosi. I've been fortunate to benefit from her mentorship and guidance, and she has played a similar role for generations of leaders in our city. So, on behalf of a grateful city, thank you, Speaker Emerita.
When federal support for AIDS care ran dry, she fought to backfill it, helping secure the Ryan White funding that kept clinics open when the stopgaps ran out. This wasn't a single vote, it was a career-long through line, consistent, unglamorous, relentless. Ask the people who lived it, and they don't talk about policy. They talk about what it meant to be seen. They remember someone in Washington who returned their calls, who showed up, who treated a gay disease like the national emergency it was, years before most of her colleagues would say so.
This quilt is the family home for the countless men and women who lost their lives, and to those who love and remember them. So let us keep it for all time and never give up on any soul, for we all are human, and we must respect the dignity and the worth of all human.
The quilt became a way to grieve, in public, what the country wouldn't grieve together. And San Francisco's fight for care became a model the rest of the nation would eventually follow.
For at the core of the AIDS crisis is injustice. Let's not kid ourselves. It was injustice, but we have communities that have stood up and fought back for generations and will continue to make that good fight today.
40 years later, the epidemic isn't over. But the model San Francisco built, community-based, dignity-first care, changed how the world responds to HIV. It was built by grassroots organizers, by caregivers who had no training manual, only each other, by a community that decided no one would face this alone. It was carried forward, side by side, with someone in power who never stopped showing up for it. The work isn't finished, but because of what was built here, because of the people who refused to look away, more of us are here to keep building it. As Herb Caen wrote, "A city is not gauged by its length and width, but by the broadness of its vision and the height of its dreams." Let's broaden our vision and heighten our dreams. Let's keep fighting for the sake of San Francisco.